Mona sat on the chair, holding Elasa's baby son, Bela, on her lap. The tech counted down from 10. Would this really work? To quell her nervousness, she quickly reviewed where she was going, what she was doing, and whom she would meet. Her father was a high-power lawyer, and she hoped to follow in his footsteps, and seemed to have the talent for it. But she also wanted to be an ordinary, anonymous housewife, with children and a placid life. The two had seemed to be mutually incompatible, until she had learned of the student exchange program between Earth and its colony planet Jones. Travel between them by spaceship took 6 months, but by switching host bodies, the exchange could be instant. She had volunteered to host a young woman who came to Earth to study higher math. Mona would in turn occupy the woman's body on the colony and study the sheep there, though she knew virtually nothing about sheep, because the sheep were said to be precognitive and somewhat telepathic. It was uncertain whether these were two powers or one merged power, or whether it was mere legend. But many of the natives believed in it, and if such a thing could be confirmed, it just might be the breakthrough of the century. Imagine a lawyer who could read minds or see the future. But there were constraints. The colony planet was primitive. The sheep were said to be wild and dangerous, no person's pets, and the colony host's body was 5 months pregnant. That was why the position had been open. Few women wanted to take over some other woman's body for 6 months, birth her baby, then return to Earth alone. Yet in its fashion, this appealed to both Mona's desires: cutting-edge legal exploration and simple homemaking. So here she was, about to occupy an alien host and meet the related colony family, said to be turnip farmers who had not been enamored of the way their son's body had been used by the Earthman to associate with a local girl and make her pregnant. That was understandable. But now Mona would be the one to have to handle the emotional fallout. They would be superficially polite, of course, but the undercurrent would be corrosive. Yet she would be dependent on their largesse, at least in the beginning. Well, she had been in difficult situations before. She would handle this, she hoped. Then the room changed. So did her body. She was now significantly smaller, all around, with one exception. Her belly was 5 months pregnant. It was as if the baby she held on her lap had jumped inside her. "Oh," she exclaimed, surprised despite her knowledge that this would be the case.